Right, guys, welcome back to the Supermoist Garage, and this is the last video for the Roof of Africa, or the road to Roof of Africa, shall we say. So we've obviously done all the rest. We've entered all the rest. We've checked our bikes. We've checked everything. We've made sure that we've got our spare parts, tools, tires, and all the rest. So just this last one is just realistically just like a checklist. What I do, and I just went through the website, the Roof of Africa website. I pulled down all the most important parts that I saw, and I made a checklist, and I just thought, well, I did share it with my last video, but I don't think obviously people were reading, so I thought, okay, cool, let me just do the checklist part of things, and then I'll put this checklist down at the bottom. You guys can download it and check it for yourself. This is what I found on the website. This is what I got from experience from the past 2 years of the Roof of Africa. So it's a little bit of everything put together, and then so this is it. So yeah, without further ado, so the checklist, before I carry on the checklist, I sort of got a couple of things from my side that I sort of like would suggest that we have. So number one, please do not forget your GPS. Every year there's somebody running around asking if somebody's got a spare GPS for them. Please pack your GPSs. Please make sure that you got batteries and all the rest. Your GPS is of utmost importance. Your bags are packed, your kit's packed, you double check that, all the rest. Don't forget your GPSs, heart rate monitors, whatever the case, whatever you use, get that. Realistically, everything else we can buy there. You can go to Discam, whatever the case is. In Masiru, it's a big shopping centers. There's the mall. It's like South Africa. You can buy whatever you want. You can go into Discam. You can buy bandages. You can buy plasters. You can buy whatever the case is. But there's certain things that you can't get. Okay, and so these things are the most important ones that you want to take with you and make sure that you got. So GPS, batteries we can buy, but GPS is 100%. Please don't forget your GPS. The other thing is that for the Roof of Africa, with MSA, what they do over the roof period, you don't realistically have to have your SAMAR papers for your bike, but nevertheless, I always take my SAMAR papers with my bike, just in case the government decides to change their mind. Don't forget that we are in Africa, and just forget to change their mind and ask you for your SAMAR papers for your bike. But generally over the Roof of Africa, they're extremely lean on that. Okay, don't forget to take a copy of your MSA license. Okay, your MSA license you need to take with you. And then what I do with me as well is I take my Roof of Africa invoice where I've entered. I take that with me as well. Then obviously my accommodation, your accommodation sort of like papers and all the rest. Take that with you. Proof of payment on your cell phone or whatever the case is. Take that with you. And then for the big boys, obviously, then the full rules and regulations of the Roof of Africa. It's pages after pages after pages of stuff. You can take that with, just to double check yourself. If there is a dispute or something happens, like last year, Jordan Cowley, one of our riders, blew his motor around the houses, and we wanted to check if he could actually change out motors. Was it legal? Was it not legal? So these things help. The rules and regulations tells you what you can do, what you can't do. Okay, so your GPSs is of utmost importance, and then everything else, your personal stuff. All right, and then on top of that, okay, one thing that I don't have with me here, but number one on my checklist is going to be my valid passport. Okay, we are going through a border. You do need a valid passport. Now, the Lesotho border is quite cool. They got a drive-through area, okay, that you actually sit in your car and you pass your passport through the drive-through. There's this fly here that I'm going to bite just now. And you're going to give your passport through the drive-through border. They stamp it like any other border, and you carry on. And on the South African side, you still have to get out of your car. You have to go to the queue. You have to stand in front of the queue, stamp your passport, go through, get back into your car. But the Lesotho side, they got to drive through a portion of the border, which is quite cool. But you need a valid passport, so don't forget about that. Please take a valid passport. Then everybody's like the scrutineering of the bike. What is this all about? Okay, so obviously what the Roof of Africa wants to do is make sure that you're safe and make sure that you've got the parts and items that necessary. So obviously number one on your list is part of your kit. Number one of your list is a full face helmet. So motocross type full face helmet is necessary. You're gonna have to have it with you through the scrutineering, and you're gonna need the helmet to show them that this is my helmet. I'm going to be riding this my helmet. Not only that, we take the race control tags, and you can either put one in your helmet and one on your bike, or one on your bike. It depends, up to you. One on your helmet, one on your bike. I generally take 2 race control tags, one on my helmet, one on my bike, so that if I do get separated from my bike, whatever the case is, that somehow, hopefully, race control can still pick me up. Okay, so helmet, gloves, long sleeve riding jersey. Okay, upper body armor, not compulsory. So your chest protector and all the rest is not compulsory upper body armor. Okay, motocross type pants. All right, hydration pack capacity with at least 2 liters of water. So they want to see your camel pack, and they want to see an hydration pack inside there. You know, some guys go, I don't need to drink. Welcome to the roof of Africa. You're going to start drinking the water out of the rivers. Okay, you're going to drink the water out of the cow trough. You're going to need water. So minimum 2 liters of water. First aid kit. Okay, we've been through the first aid kit, but the first aid kit is compulsory. Okay, and you need to, inside that first aid kit, the biggest one that they want to see is the space blanket. Okay, the safety blanket, the space blanket. They want to see that space blanket. Okay, don't forget that you need a copy of your ID. Take your ID with you, copy of your ID, okay, and your medical insurance, Discovery Health, I don't even know the other ones, but whatever medical insurance you got, a copy of that as well, okay? A rope, a tow rope, all right, a whistle in case that, you know, guys, we're riding with our motorbikes and the guys up there at the hill, you can get to a whistle, and you can actually, if you've fallen down, broken a hip, broken collarbone, broken an arm, you can actually blow a whistle and get the person's attention, okay? A cell phone with data. Now, remember, you are in Lesotho, okay? So if you got international roaming on your phone, that's perfect, because you can make calls with international roaming. If you don't have international roaming, at registration, there's always a cell phone company there. And if I'm not mistaken, last year, I can't remember the year before, but they give you a cell phone card, a Lesotho cell phone card that you can put into your phone. It's got data. You can WhatsApp call people and whatever the case is. So a cell phone with data is important. Not just a cell phone with data. So that if you're getting yourself into trouble, you can actually phone somebody and say, I'm here, I'm there. You can send a pin drop, blah, 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 all that type of stuff. Okay. A lighter, as you saw in my pack, a lighter so you can start the fire if you're cold. The mountains get extremely cold at night. You'll see the herders and the Sherpas that are on horseback and walking, they've always got gum boots, and they've always got this big blanket over them. In the hottest of days, 45 degrees Celsius outside, they've always got this blanket on them, because they're going to be sleeping in the mountain, and they need the warmth. They need to make a fire, need to find a shelter, and they need the warmth because it drops below 0 in the mountains. Okay, so a lighter is of utmost importance. Okay, a minor repair kit, so the tools and all the rest, your little bobs and pieces, okay, and a protective jacket, a rain cover. So that's that little raincoat that I showed you, so that if it does get cold, you can put that on, and the space blanket on you, and a lighter to make a fire, and you can keep warm, okay, and last throughout the night, so that you can get rescued in the morning, for argument's sake. If you do get lost in the mountains, you know, the old school, in touch wood, haven't been through that, but, you know, I've always been told that if I get lost in the mountains since I started going to the roof, before even racing the roof of Africa, if you get lost in the mountains, you find the closest local hut, and you apologize, and you go into the hut, and you just say, and you ask for help, and you ask just to even get warm, because there's a lot of like local mud huts around and whatnot, and then you try and find the closest one to you, and you get yourself warm and get yourself to safety type of vibe. Okay, so that's part of the kit. Okay, on your motorcycle, everybody's like, scrutineering my motorcycle. What do they mean? Obviously, there's certain things on the motorcycle that has to be right. Okay, so ball-ended clutch and brake levers. So those little ball-ended, ball ends on your thing, you need to have them on, so that that it's safety, so that your fingers don't slip off the clutch and brake. That there you got ball-ended clutch. Okay, a kill switch on your bike. So you need a kill switch on your bike. Okay, spokes on your wheels. Wheel bearings. I hope you got wheel bearings. Tires and rims, secure exhaust, silencer, electrical kickstart. Okay, operational brakes, front and rear. You'll see at the scrutineering, the guys ask you to push your bike and actually to hit the brakes, that they see that the brakes are working. Okay, they just want to make sure that your bike is in good working order. Okay, a secure, adequate mud guards. Okay, because of the mud flinging up. If you don't have mud guards, it's going to go in your face. It's going to go all over you, everywhere, and it's going to deter you from actually seeing where you're going. So especially the front mud guards and that. So folding foot pegs. Okay, folding up foot pegs. So if you hit the rock, that the foot peg goes up, that it doesn't hit you and you turn around, especially off the off cambers on the big mountains. Your pegs have to fold up, okay, because if they don't and they hit something, you got a high side and you're gonna fall down the mountain and bye-bye. Okay, secure fuel tank with no leaks. Very important. Obviously, if they don't want any leaks in the fuel tank, your taps and all the rest has to be fine. Okay, so that's the kit, that's the motorbike. And the next thing that what is the crew in the pits need? So the crew in the pits, the most important ones that they look for is obviously a fire extinguisher, minimum of 2.5 kilograms. Okay, environmental mats that they put on the floor, so that if you are putting in petrol, whatever the case is, and there's a petrol spill, that it doesn't go into the ground, doesn't kill the vegetation, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then refuge bags. Okay, obviously refuge bags, because if you're opening up a packet, whatever the case is, you can put it in the rubbish bag, and at the end of the day, you pick it up and take it with you. All right, so the pit crew, that's realistically what they're looking for. Okay, and then it says there, competitors are reminded that their declarations and self-scrutiny form undertaking that they carry. So this is what you carry with you in your backpack. All right, a copy of your MSA license, so they know who you are. A copy of your ID, so they know who you are. A copy of your personal medical insurance. So if you're unconscious, whatever the case is, people know who you are. They know to phone Discovery. They know to phone your wife. They know to phone whoever the case is and say, listen, we got this person here. This is the information he's got on him, so that they can obviously assist you. Okay, and you carry these things with you on the ride. Okay, some of the tool bags have actually got, and your camel packs have actually got that medical form information on the inside that you can fill in. Okay, there's stickers for your bikes that you can stick on your shock absorber with your blood type, with your next of kin, medical aid card number, blah blah blah. You just fill it in. You can take a sticker of any sort, like a book sticker for your kids, that their classroom book stickers. You put it on there. You can put your information down on your bike. You can stick it on your helmet. You can put it on the top of your helmet, on the back of your helmet, whatever the case. It's just, and then carry this information with you. It's just in case of emergency, guys. You know, God forbid that anything helps, and I hope that we're all safe and we make it through safe. But if something does happen and you're unconscious, look at me at Impy. I'm sitting on the floor unconscious. If I didn't wake up, for argument's sake, nobody would have known who I am. You know, so just have it with you. Okay, then they go into the medical aid kit. All right, what is like sort of like required in the medical aid kit? I know there's a lot of talk on this one, and everybody's like, there's X crosses and zeros in case of, you know, if you need assistance or don't need assistance, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but what they're looking for and what I've experienced over the years, and realistically what's on the website, is this is what I've pulled off it and it. Okay, the space blanket, top number one item, space blanket. Okay, triangular bandage in case you break your arm or whatever, you can assist somebody or assist yourself. SOS 6 first aid dressings. Okay, can cover any size wound. So obviously a nice good dressing. I mean, you know, a sharp stick goes through your arm or leg or boot, that you can actually dress that pressure bandage dressing. You can stop the bleeding and get to help type of 100 millimeter conforming bandage. Okay, that's those nice 100 millimeter strip that you can, you know, stop the bleeding and so forth, all the rest. Burn shield dressing, 100 by 100. Okay, and an antiseptic burn shield dressing, you know, that stuff that I showed you, the burn shield dressing that's laced with that burn shield, that if you do get burnt by exhaust, I actually got burnt a little bit by the exhaust, okay, you know, that you can put it on, and bad burns, obviously, that you can really put it on. Give yourself some soothing to get to the DSP, to get to help, to get to nearest hospital, whatever the case is, okay. CPR mouthpiece, that's that little mouthpiece that you put in a person's mouth and your mouth so that you don't have to kiss and swap gob. All right. Painkillers, obviously, painkillers recommended by your doctor. Okay, so a good painkiller, Miprodol. I spoke about Tramoset last year, but you know, that's what your doctor prescribes to you in case of, you know, real pain. Miprodol, Panados, Disprin, whatever, you know, sorts out your pain. Okay, plasters, range of sizes. Okay, a pair of surgical gloves, so that if you are assisting somebody, that you can actually put surgical gloves on, obviously for all known diseases out there, and that you protect yourself. Medical mask, you know, the COVID masks. Sure, okay, you're like, you know, we should have still a lot of them lying around. Just put one in your medical aid bag. I didn't see this last year. This year it's in. It's weird. Last year was closer to COVID. I don't know, but anyway. Okay, so then that's part of the stuff that they're going to be looking at, that scrutineering and all the rest. Okay, and then everybody's like sort of like panicking because they haven't gone to banded signs, and they haven't done their sticker kits, and now they're going, oh, like, you know, how do we? Okay, the competitors will be allocated, okay, and supplied by the organizers Roof of Africa numbers. So these little square numbers that you get from Roof of Africa, you get allocated 3 of them, if I'm not 4 of them, if I'm not mistaken, 1 for each side of your bike and 1 for your number board that you stick it on. Okay, you stick it on like the MP stickers, whatever, you put them on. Okay, then your numbers will be on your bike. Don't stress about that, guys. You're all fine. Okay, poor bandit guys. I spoke to Alex the other day, and he's like, he can't keep up. He's just printing stickers, because like, you get your own sticker, you pluck it on there, and it's done and dusted. All right. So these are the things that are of priority list. This is my checklist to make sure that, you know, I've got my stuff over and above all the other stuff that I've done prior to this. All right, just to give you an idea, you know, sort of like chain of events. What's going to happen is, like with us, we're going to wake up in the morning, we're going to drive to Lesotho, we're going to go through the border post. Okay, we're going to go to our hotel, our destination. We're at the Avani Hotel, so it's right there. So, you know, registration's there, which is great for us. So we come downstairs, and then you're going to go to registration. Now, registration, if you see my previous videos, is all these tables with all these ladies and young men sitting around the tables. You're going to go to the first one and say, how's it? I'm Paul Pedro. Show them your MSA license. Show them your Roof of Africa invoice, whatever. They look at your list, and they give you like a pack. And in that pack, you're going to have your little goodies, your T-shirt, if there is a T-shirt, your stickers, your SIM card, and all the rest. They're going to give you this pack, right, of things. Then you're going to go to the next person, and then they sort of say, okay, do you have a Lesotho SIM card? Is it activated? There's the place to activate it. Or your phone that's got international roaming, they get that sort of sorted out. Then you go to the next place after that, and you go get your GPSs loaded up with the tracks. Okay, you can download the tracks prior to getting to the Roof of Africa. They do release it like one day before the race. Okay, but you can also go there and have them actually physically loaded up for you. Okay, I'm doing bronze, I'm doing iron, I'm doing silver, gold, and they're loaded up to you. The queue there is normally long, so it's up to you. But then you know it's done properly. And then from there, you come out, and then you sort of get a picture taken. Every year I get my picture taken, and I never see that picture. It's not like it's on the Roof of Africa website or anything, but you get you get a picture taken, like one with a normal pose and then one with like aggressive pose, and you're standing there and you get these pictures taken. I would presume if it's that they can actually identify the person. If you do win or come in top 5, top 10, that they actually post your picture, or it's for the videos afterwards that they actually got the person's picture for their thing. But then you come out of there, you go get your Roof of Africa a sort of a SIM card, your Lesotho SIM card activated or whatnot, and then you can go outside. right? And then outside you get your bike, your helmet, and your camel pack, and then you start, and there's a big queue through the motor arches, and you start going, and then it obviously funnels. There's people mooring each other, arguing, discussing, whatever the case is. You funnel through, you stand there, sometimes in the rain, sometimes in the sun. They do put up gazebos, whatever the case is, and you push your bike slowly through. You get your bike due, you check your brakes, you check your camel pack, you check your first aid kit, then you get your tracking GPS, okay, that they put on your bike. And if you need to go buy a housing for it, then you go buy that housing. If they supply you one, they put that on your bike so that they can actually physically track you. Okay, and then you go through all the scrutineering, and then you go to race control. Normally race control will give you then those race control tags. Mine race control tag is there, and they give you a race control tag on your bike and on your helmet, and that they can actually watch you, and your family and everybody can actually track you and see within a couple of kilometers as to how you're doing, and if you're going strong. And then once you do that, then it's done and dusted, and then you can load your bike back up, go to your designated hotel or whatever the case is. Then it's done and dusted, and you can then relax and get ready for the next day of the time trial. Okay, time trial, then you got the round of houses, you got the time trial. That's on the first day. Second day, you've got your first day, which it becomes your first day of racing, and then your second day of racing. Okay, so, and then that's it. Then you got prize giving, and the function at the end of the day, the prize giving, and then you get in your car nice and hungover, and you go back home, and that's it. Right, and then the last thing as well is the petrol. Okay, so this was a canister that I used in 2021, 534. That was my number in 2021. Okay, and it was just a throwaway canister. We use it actually now for the lawnmower. I think I've written down lawnmower here. Okay, two-stroke for the lawnmower, and this was it. So I sort of decided to take these canisters if it got lost anyway, and you need to know how many canisters you need to take with you, and you fill them up with your petrol. You write all your, and put identifying sort of like stickers on it type of thing, so that when all these canisters are lined up and whatnot, you can actually see it. Last year I was also 534. Yes, that's right, because the year before I came 8th, so I kept my number. So 534. All right. So, and then I actually did these ones with the super moist stickers on the top. Okay, and I did these ones, and I wrote Paul Pedro and 534 all over them. Okay, so then I could, and I did this type of 5 liter, 10 liter canisters. Okay, this is a 10 liter, yeah, this is a 10 liter, and that's a 10 liter, okay, and that type of canister. So those are the canister type of things. This is obviously a little bit more lanier one, okay. This is a more like a cheapy sort of thing. You can take whatever canister you want that can hold fuel, you know what I mean. Mark it with your number, and that's it. Okay, right guys, I think that's it. Done. Well done for everybody for entering. I hope you guys have fun. Take it easy. Just take it easy. Enjoy. You're going to be the new guys, you're going to be extremely nervous. The guys, the third time, I'm going to be extremely nervous. You're extremely nervous. Keep your calm. Remember to eat in the mornings. Get your energy levels up. Take your hydration with you. Relax. Concentrate, go through all your things, pack everything else nicely for the day, relax, take it easy, and make sure that you're okay. And then once you start riding, you're going to see that everything's going to just go into flow, and you're going to start getting your pace, and you'll be fine. Okay, guys, enjoy, have fun. I'll see you guys there. I'm excited. I'm nervous as well. I'm really scared of this hand. I'm really think that I'm not ready. We're all in the same boat. So take it easy. Enjoy. See you there. Hope these videos help. And cheers. Cheers for now. Ride safe.
Super moist.